Hey everybody, Phil back again for Replicas of the Past. Going to do another quick video on this guy. It's the John Deere 8400 1/16 by Ertl. I remember when this came out, I was a fan of it and my brother wasn't necessarily, but it grew on him. You can see the hood. This is when the hood started going with a downward slope with the John Deeres. Like, they're really bad today in my opinion, but you can see how that slightly downward slope of the hood. The box style going away slowly on this. This was the start of it in my opinion. I liked this okay when it first design came out. My brother wasn't such a big fan of it, but it's pretty cool tractors nonetheless. Pretty classic John Deeres for sure. I had one of these in my previous collecting, and we spaced out the duals and stuff, which Ertl does a lot of that now, which I'm grateful for that. But this here was like a collector. I think it was a collector. I'm not sure. I thought these were collectors. Yeah, this is the collector. Had a metal insert in the wheels, and that's got metal inserts. I think this was some kind of a collector's edition for sure, but it's pretty sharp, pretty classic older John Deere. Not quite as old as some of the stuff I usually show, but yeah, I always look at this and I go, that's the beginning of the end of the box style, that curving down of the hood. Now they run straight into the ground almost, a lot of it. It's pretty crazy. I love the box style designs, I always will. It's just what I grew up with. That's why I like it so much. It's just the way it is. As far as the tractor from tractordata.com goes, the John Deere 8400, produced between 1995 through 99. Part of the 8000 T series, so I guess the T was tracks, so these were operable tracks maybe, I'm guessing back then as well. Of course, the 8300 was a previous model in this line, and the next comp in this model, the comparable model to this in the next series was the 8410, produced in Waterloo, Iowa. PTO tested 252.2 horsepower. Drawbar tested 202.2 horsepower. There's a decent picture of one on there on Tractor Data. Pretty sharp tractors. Pretty classic old John Deeres here. So this would be what? 95, 25 to 20, no, 20. 24 to 27 years old time frame, these tractors nowadays. I remember seeing these when they were out though. I do remember seeing them quite a bit around my area when they were new, the late 90s there. It's a pretty sharp tractor. Pretty powerful tractor too. I'll do a quick comparison. Let's do that now. Alright everyone, and here's my John Deere 8410 alongside my John Deere 8400. The biggest difference I can see in these two tractors is the decaling. That's the big difference. You can see how exaggerated the 8410, it's missing part of its decal there, but how exaggerated the 8410 decal is to the 8400. Otherwise, the tractors are pretty well, design-wise, are identical. Looks like engine-wise they are, as far as this casting anyway. Alright, I'll move on to some final thoughts. Let's do that now. Alright, the Ertl 1/16 scale John Deere 8400. Classic tractor. Not an older classic, but a classic nonetheless. Pretty neat replica here. I remember when they came out, I remember how heavy they are because of the metal wheels, and the metal inserts in the wheels make them really a lot heavier. But I like the way it was set up with the nice big fat tires, front wheel assist tires. Pretty cool tractor. Alright everyone, I'll close out my video. I want to thank everyone that tunes in. This is Phil for Replicas of the Past. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll talk again soon.